Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for this week, let's just take a moment to take in the birds. Like, everybody is happy this morning. They are now they haven't gotten any parrot vita in a while, so everybody is happy to get that. Again, now you'll still notice that there is some switching up that has done. We'll get into that shortly. Let's just take a moment for the birds. Let's look at them. This beautiful red pair right here. Very beautiful. I think I'm going to leave these reds together permanently. I haven't got anything out of them as yet, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. Like, if I think two pigeons definitely complement each other, I'm definitely going to be having them together. That's how I like to do things. So I really like them together. If anything, I can use their chicks, the chicks from them, to crossbreed with other pigeons. But I think I'll definitely leave them together. So as you can see guys, I've placed a piece of board in the middle right here. I don't remember if I showed this in the last video, but I think so. So this piece of board that is right here in the middle now, it acts as a middle way for the birds. They were having problem to fly up from the ground to up here, and this being the only landing right here, there was a lot of fighting. So I've placed this in the middle right here, and I think it works perfectly. They can come here, go over there, come up here and all of that without a problem. Now just notice guys, the birds are more cleaner. They're all getting cleaner and cleaner because they have enough space right now. Everybody's interested in eating. Look at that big guy. Still not producing anything though. Still not shedding his hen. That's a big male right there. Funny enough, his hen is on a nest right there. He's trying to cool down a different pigeon. So many beautiful birds, guys. Okay, so the reason I have this red pair out here again, as you can notice guys, I've trimmed her backside. Two eggs that they were on, those two eggs are now in that nest right there, right? Because these guys' eggs were not fertile. That's the tail mark here. That's the one down there. Yeah. The eggs were not fertile yet again, but overall, as I said before in the last video, there is a problem with the eggs. I don't know what it is, if it's because we are now approaching summer. There are other persons I've also heard that said that they are having problem with their eggs hatching, which I'm having very similar problem, because sometimes the eggs are fertile and by the time they're supposed to hatch, that's when they end up spoiled. And I've seen somebody on Chemshell, the guy with the capuchins, I've seen he made a video and said that he's having a similar problem, that's what I'm facing. So pertaining to them now, what had happened with their last set of eggs, only one of the eggs were fertile. And normally this big red cock pigeon right here, as you know, this male one, he doesn't miss. He normally produces, the eggs are normally fertile. I don't know if that's on the part of the hen, but his eggs are normally fertile. So the 2 times that they have laid now, since I've put them together, they have laid 2 times, and only one of the eggs were fertile in each time. The first set of eggs were where the one was fertile. By the time it was supposed to hatch, it ended up spoiled. So I'm hoping that won't be the case again. Let's take a look inside, guys. Excuse me. I love how tame the birds are. They're not wild. I can easily step over them. They're just doing their own thing. So here in this nest, beautiful bird. She's on the 2 eggs that are from the red. The smaller egg, which is this one, is actually fertile, but this one is not fertile. I've tested them already, and if you look at it, you can notice that. You see that look right there? Yeah, you can notice it. So that one is not fertile. However, I'm really hopeful for this pair still, because the smaller egg would have been the second one that is hatched. And normally if you're getting yellow, what will happen is that most likely the hen egg, which will be the smaller egg, is often the yellow. So I'm still looking forward to see what they'll produce. Okay, I'm not saying it will come a yellow, but I'm hoping. I'm definitely hoping, guys. Over there is a bit messy. Honestly, I haven't cleaned over this section as yet since doing the addition. And that's the thing, guys, having more space is so beautiful for the birds, but it's actually more space to clean too. So it's actually more work. But yeah, look at this one right here, guys. Let's see if he's gonna do his thing that he normally does. This big male, so big and beautiful, but doesn't know how to tread a hen. He's currently paired with that blue bar hen over there, but he doesn't know how to tread a hen. Whenever the hen bends down for him to tread him, or tread her, sorry, he will just go beside him and just rub his tail on the ground like this and think that he tread the hen. That's all he does. But it's such a beautiful bird. I bought it and I just fell in love with it, even though it's not producing. So I still intend to keep it in my love. And the thing about it, he's a good foster pigeon. He's raised nice, very nice young. So whenever he's with an hen and they lay, I just switch out the eggs for fertile eggs and they'll raise them. But I do have a plan for him. I'm going to explain that further down in the video, but I do have a plan for him. This same one right here. It's a very powerful bird. Nice quality. And he's always a bully. He's always a bully. He's always fighting with somebody. Look at this, guys. Look at how the color blends in with the plywood that is to the back. Real nice comparison. Look at there. I'm really glad that I got majority of these chicks while things were going well, because as you can see now, guys, I'm hardly getting any new chicks, and if I do get any, it's most likely gonna be one. I just love how clean the birds are nowadays. Almost every bird that you look on, they're clean and coming up very nicely. But guys, like even though I have this space over here, as you know, it hasn't been fully utilized as yet, because even if you had a space like this, a very nice big space, if you don't have in a lot of shelves, pretty much like how over here is done, when you had in the shelves and the nest box and so forth, that's how you utilize the space, and the birds can actually flourish even more than they're currently doing now. Oh, there's a bird I'm looking for. Oh, she's over there. So out of the tail mark pair, I don't know if you guys remember this chick right here, the surviving chick. The other one that had a bent beak to do away with. But this here is the surviving chick. This chick right here. Oops, come here, come here. What I love about this chick, apart from the fact that it's a good quality pigeon, you can see that right there. Look at its tail, nice broad tail and so forth. But what I also love is that, apart from the fact that this is the only one that I've gotten out of this pair over here, I like the fact that this is such a good quality pigeon, and this is coming from my original breed or bred that I've bred over the years, because as you know, I've recently gotten some male pigeon to add to my not recently, because majority of these chicks are coming from them, including that red that is over there, right? But what I'm saying is that this pigeon right here that you're looking at is coming from my original breed that I've been breeding over the years, from this one right here and the other one that is down there currently eating with his tail cut too. So that's what I was just taking a little moment to really look at her and feel pride in the fact that this is coming from my original breed. I'm just so sorry that the other one did not survive, because as you know guys, that one has a crazy feather foot. I can just imagine the quality it would have been. Look at this bird right here. I might need to pick out its tail for it to grow back fresh. This is another really good quality bird. It hatched with this one coming from a tail mark pair. So it's my intention to actually put this one with this one, because they're both coming from tail mark pairs. Even though they're full white, I definitely believe that I will get some tail mark out of them. And look here guys, look at the feather foot on this one. So it's going to take some time for the birds to really fully come back to. As you can see, majority of his feather foot is broken and stuff, and as I say, the tail wanna get sorted out too, but in due time. And this one is definitely a male. I've seen him coo and all of that, a young male. Let's just watch and see. Look at this other white one here. Those birds overall, they're very beautiful. See him around there, I tell you, he's always fighting with somebody. Always fighting. Look at this guys, these are two young males. So many things going on. Oh, and also up here is another nest, but a similar story. So this pair of eggs, per egg that she actually laid, their partner. So even though I'm having so many issues with eggs and stuff, there are certain birds that normally, once they lay, I can say yes, those eggs are going to be fertile, and most likely we'll actually get the chicks from them. This is one of such birds, right? But I'm looking for a partner. So he's around there doing fighting. That white one right there, him right there, that's her partner. So normally, and let me show you. So this is one of their chicks. Their actual chicks that they have. This one right here. Where's the other one? That's the other one right there. This little red looking one right there with the feather foot. That's her, right? So there's the both of them. They come from this pair that I was just talking about, but the end doesn't have a lot of feather foot, so it's basically a temporary end, right? So even when they lay, and I know their eggs is fertile and the chicks aren't that bad, I normally switch out their eggs. So what I've done is the champagne end was paired with this big tail one right here, and there were 2 fertile eggs. So what I did was I switched them and put them in this nest. But what have happened is that I've seen one of the eggs was crushed out. Oh man, this one has a crack on it too. See that right there? Damn. And it's a bit dark. So it's possible that this egg would end up spoiled. And you see that crack? The other one, there were 2 in the nest. Both of them was fertile. But the other one had a crack on it like this and eventually smashed in. So I had to take it out of the nest. Now I'm seeing this one with a similar thing. So it's like the eggs are not being fully developed in a sense. The shells are soft, and I think that's actually contributing to me not getting the eggs to the full maturity to actually get the chicks. So that's something I'm definitely battling with. I've actually cut back the use of medicine. This is the medicine that I give them, vitamin. It's a really good vitamin because when I give them this, I see where they actually eat more. But I don't want it to be affecting the eggs, because I know when you give them too much vitamin, that's one of the side effects. It will lead to them laying a lot of fat eggs. So I've actually cut back to where I'm only giving them vitamin 2 times per week. I give them it on Monday and Friday. So I actually give them a lot of days in between. I want them to get the benefit from it, but I don't want it to affect them in their laying. This is some beautiful bird right there, guys. Look at her. I really like the mixture of the red brown and the white. So as I was saying, I'm trying to find out what's really causing or contributing to the situation with the eggs. I definitely want to figure it out. But for the time being, I'm just happy that the birds are okay. There will always be a time of plenty and a time of less. So as long as your birds are healthy and okay, at some point things will start working out again. Okay? And I get back the right feeding. I get some parrot bite. This time I made sure I bought extra. There's a bag right here. They got a burst this morning. So this time I bought extra. So this is 1 pound of parrot vita mixed with crushed corn. And if you take a closer look, guys, you can see There is wheat in it, crushed corn. This actually have pepper in it, clove, and this thing that they call barley. There's so many different seeds in here, sunflower seed and stuff. So I think it's very healthy for the birds, very healthy. And it actually makes them eat a lot more because they really love it. So what I normally do is just put the pellet and sprinkle a wine glass amount over the feeder, and that will push them to eat more. Okay guys, another red one up here, beautiful. Also this one is coming from the red and the champagne. I think this white one over here is its partner, the one that they hatched together. But guys, there's a lot more to come. I'm telling you, there's definitely a lot more to come. It just takes time. And I think that these guys would produce more better being out in the open. And what had led to them being taken out back, because in the last video there was around here with the eggs, and as I tell you the whole egg situation, so I moved the eggs and I said, well, that red male right there, he has always performed better when he was out in the open. So I'm definitely trying them out here to see if this time when they lay, I will get 2 fertile eggs, and hopefully those eggs will reach the point of being hatched. Okay? So as you can see, they're already taking back nests. That pigeon doesn't waste any time. This bird is just always fighting. But I have a plan for him. This little one right here, he's giving him a hard time. A hard time for the nest box that is right here. And there's so many other nest box, but he keeps fighting this one. And this one is just taking his time to be mature. See, this settling down with this, and he keeps switching hen because he's paired with this one, and he's also paired with that pretty tail one right there. So I guess he's weighing his options, but he's mostly in the box with this one. Look at him. Do you see how many times he's actually fighting since the video I'm making the video? That's just him. Okay guys, so let's take a look around here, show you what's going on. So basically I only have 2 eggs, 2 single eggs to look forward to, which in these should be hatching. One of them will be hatching in next week, hopefully, and the other one the following week, Monday. So fingers crossed guys that I can get even one of these chicks. It's reached to that point where I'm saying even one chick. Look at that guys. So let's take a look around here. I'm not really in a rush this morning. I made a video last week, and you guys can comment on this. I made a video last week which was 27 minutes long, and one of my subscribers saying that the video was short. So I think I'm gonna let this one fall in the ballpark of 30 minutes. Okay guys, so you can comment on that if you think the videos are okay with the length and so forth. Now look at this guys. This is what I'm gonna work towards right now. I've seen where this pigeon has started coming to its own, and I really wanted to start this project for a while now. I was waiting for him to be more mature, but I said why not just put him with her, and let's see where it goes from there. because I wanted to give that hen a break too. And actually, this, for the new subscribers, this hen is actually his mom. He is coming from the big red male that is around there, and this champagne hen. However, in the pigeon world, this is not a taboo to like put back the son with the mother, or in some cases a daughter with the father, when you're trying to achieve a certain color or quality. Take for example persons that raise racer pigeon, like those persons that spend a lot of money on birds for the race and they win a lot of prize money. If they have a quality bird like this bird right here, and they want to produce that bird genes, or the winners for the race, they will normally put it with an hen, and then all the chicks from them, they will normally take back that chick and cross it back with the parent, so that they want to build that specific bird genes. So in this case now, what I'm hoping to achieve is that, as I said before in some of my videos, I want to get a male champagne. This color here is called champagne in the pigeon world. So I'd really like to get a male champagne, and I think that putting her with her son would actually contribute back to that. And also the possibility I can get yellow out of these guys. Definitely that's a possibility. So I think whichever way it goes with these guys, I can't lose. And you guys already know the quality feather foot that is on both of them. Look at that, guys. So if these two bred together, I definitely cannot lose. It's moving a bit slow. The hen is not really hen to him. Maybe it's because it's her son. I don't know. But she's not really too hen to him. But I like that fact that he's not an aggressive pigeon. He will normally go in the box and go woo, 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 woo. Call the hen, or he be here cooing, but he's not physically damaging the hen. That's what I like. So I will just give them time, and definitely they will grow closer, and hopefully I can get something out of them. And this is one of the hens that, as I tell you guys, whenever she lay, I can count on the fact that her eggs will be fertile, and I normally get chicks from her, right? So this is something I'm definitely going to be working towards. And this now, I'm working for quality and color from this pair. So let's see where it goes, guys. Okay, this pair in here. Yeah, and more of my older birds, I'll put them together to see what they'll produce. I've never put them together before, so I'm just gonna see what they'll produce. I really think that the hen would have laid by now, but she haven't laid as yet, so I'm not in any rush though. They can take their time. Okay, and down here now, another beautiful pair. We call this pigeon Wasi. That's its nickname, Wasi. He's just little and wassy like that. His hen is on 2 eggs, and these eggs are actually fertile. And the eggs look okay. I don't want to trouble them. I've tested the eggs already. The eggs are fertile. And that brings me to our next point too. So let's just take another look at them. Some of the chicks that you see around there is from them. So if you watch the previous videos, you'll see that. But those eggs, let's touch on right here. This is another bird right here now. Let's see. So this hen is a hen that I'm having an issue with. You guys will know. Currently right now she laid her first egg, laid the second egg. When I came this morning, I see one of the eggs crush out. So that goes back to the issue that I'm telling you guys about, where the eggs are soft, the shells are soft, so you either get crushed in the nest, or by the time it's supposed to hatch, it ends up spoil. So what I'm contemplating now, or what I'm thinking about, is those two eggs that we just look at right there, that is fertile. Most likely I'm gonna put it in this nest for them to be a faster pair, right? And this now is currently the only two chicks that I have in the loaf. Only two chicks. And these chicks are actually coming from the champagne end right here, this end. These chicks are coming from her. So, as I said before, I was giving her a break, but I guess she didn't want a break, so she had actually paired with this purplish color looking one, this one right here, him. He's the father of these two, and she is the mom. So let's look at this now, guys. So I'm really glad that birds are so close, because I can just switch from one to one and show you. Because funny enough now, look at this. This one right here, this black hen, this little black hen, this one is her daughter. So she is coming from this little black hen. I don't remember who the father is. I don't have the father right now in my loft. I've sold him a long time ago. But the point I'm making is that this little black hen, she has tail mark genes in her. You have the two tail marks that I show you around there, that the tail is cut, is coming from her. Now, she doesn't show any form of tail mark. However, look at this, guys. Look at this chick. This here is a tail mark. He has a color on his shoulder. Normally, the tail mark body should be fully white, but it's a breeding process. This now would be a perfect one to put with another tail mark, and eventually they will breed to the point where only their tail has the color. And as you can see, guys, there's a lot of black in his tail. Those white that you're seeing is the underneath feather. So this is the feather on top. This will be the feather that is displayed in the tail. See that? I think this pigeon is going to be very beautiful. And look, guys, has feather foot too, and they are now feeding them much better. So I'm really happy about that. This one seems to take more of the father color. Again, guys, a good amount of feeding. Look at this. This one takes more, it's like a combination of the mother and the father. So I'm looking forward to see these little guys come up. The only pair that I have now as young chicks. I'm really happy for that. Let me put them back, guys. So as I said, I think I'm going to put those two eggs into this nest for them to hatch it. And as I was saying, for the big red one that is around there, not the red pair, the other red one that is on the ground, that is always fighting with somebody. He doesn't know how to produce, doesn't know how to trade at end. So I'm thinking of putting him with this end. Definitely thinking of putting with this end. So I guess they would just complement each other. She isn't producing fertile eggs, and he isn't treading the end. So if I put them together, once they lay, I can give them fertile eggs for them to hatch. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Hey, cuz. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. So I think, guys, that's it for this week. Hope you guys will enjoy your weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look at that. I just came back here and he's looking to fight with somebody already. So this is the male that I'm talking about. I think I'm going to eventually put him with the champagne and just let them be together and just foster some chicks. Because with that hen, look at this wasp. With that hen around there, it's one of my first pigeons. Both it and the small hen that I show you at the top. Those two birds are coming from my foundation birds, and I've told myself I will never sell them. Even if they're not producing, they will always have a home here. So I'm definitely not getting rid of them. They have provided me with so many chicks, so many good quality chicks. So I'm not getting rid of them any at all. And that's it for this week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, I'll catch you guys next week.